When you put it like this, see the red. It's already on. It's already on.
It's on like this.
Go right ahead. Just be looking and going on.
Okay. The compound.
I'm talking about what we're doing here.
You have not enlightened me that.
No.
If
I don't know what you're
like
doing.
that, I should start doing it.
No, I'm just trying. He appears not to understand what we do.
You can use the camera, right? It's not the audio, that's the camera. Okay, so you're not used to it. You've never used this camera? Oh, not this camera. Okay, it's on automatic. Now it's on automatic setting. So, you just have to... I don't know. I just called her to find out where she is, and she hasn't answered, so hopefully she'll call me back. Yeah. Let me find out where she is.
Yes, for continuity. Remove the secretary, remove the treasurer, remove the vice president. So the others who are coming are all novice and parents will not be easy.
You cannot be learning on the job. There should be some old hands.
Mr. Baxi was there to make all the difference.
So Abel is out.
Yes, he has done his 2 things.
So now they have to carry control elections at the field. Field and associations down to the churches. We had 4 years short. 4 years short.
He's probably around. He just left. Your guy. The couple of minutes ago.
Check on something.
No,
And he said start
no, up to Zoom. Zoom.
No, if you want to zoom.
No, if I want to zoom now, I'll zoom.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You zoom very well before you press it. Press it down. Yeah, we don't know which wood. Well, some of the Rocco, they told me Rocco was pretty scarce.
Okay.
Yeah, the Rocco is very good. It's really, really scarce. And they talked of Lucy, Black Lucy. Black Lucy.
So you have a technician that will be.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay.
But the guy needed, he said he needed a picture of the...
Yeah, the bench, the sample.
So that, yeah,
Sample picture.
Sample picture.
It's really like this bench, half of this bench.
Half of this bench.
I was having it. That is just had no bench like this. They just need to for that. Yes, the bench like this and just like this crystal.
It's for the classroom,
That
right?
place is a platform.
You can open it.
From the present ASOBEXS, and then our guests to tell us their mission that they gathered us here.
responsibility that we have got to carry out here, God, that you will lead us and let the Spirit reign supreme in this place. Come and share this very activity at this moment, because we recognize our limitations like humans, and we know, Father, that you are never limited. There is none to be compared like unto you. So we depend on you for your will to be done in our lives, now and forever. In Jesus' name we have prayed with thanksgiving.
The invite to please sing the ASOBEXS anthem.
Because they are Baptist boys, and forever they will remain the voice of this school in my heart. So I want to say that all of you are welcome, the students. I want to thank God for Stacy and for Krista, who have been here from USA, and to say what I always say when I come in contact with the ex-students. The ex-students have this school at heart, to always stand there. To always say every good gesture towards this school is really appreciated, and that it is never taken for granted. Why? Because so many have passed through this school and they do not think back. And so when anybody thinks about this school, in whatever way, be it a prayer that is offered to us, or just coming around to see how we are doing, we remain truly grateful. Because it is out of the heart. The person has thought about it. He hasn't been pushed. In fact, as far as she is concerned, nobody has begged her to do it. I didn't write to her. She simply sat on her own and decided to write to us because she thinks about her school. We want to thank her for that thought, and we will pray that she may be an inspiration to those of you who are sitting here, the rolling class, those that have been chosen by the kids to take over the baton of leadership of the school, that you need an inspiration, that in this special day of today, actually it's just today that they have started acting, because today when you are senior, for forever. And so we are so blessed that she is here and that at the end of the day, we should be an inspiration to you people. And may the Lord that has brought you here at the end of all this, we go with this when you are gone and ready to move out. May you watch the plane, may you be the pilot, and may you do what you expect as we get back. Welcome.
Now listen to the national president of ASOBEXS.
Great asobexsusa.
Great.
Fellow asobexsusa, ladies and gentlemen, fellow students of Baptist High School, Buea. Our beloved asobexsusa from the U.S. branch, we say welcome. We want to heartily thank you again for coming. When we were discussing about some 2 months back, we did promise to come around. I never knew it was going to be so soon. And we are today at the BHS campus. Madame Phobesi Crystal and Stacy Ola. ASOBEXS is moving. And ASOBEXS has to move. Their presence here today is clear testimony of the fact that ASOBEXS is on the move. If you left here for the diaspora and you are still thinking about Baptist High School, you are still thinking about those who left the school, and you can come together and say things for the betterment of this institution, we want to say thank you. Baptist High School, I want to tell you, is doing fine. They have not been around for a while. If ASOBEXS is waxing very strong, it's because of the good collaboration we are having from the school administration. Because the school administration needs to stifle the activities of ASOBEXS with it. I want to assure you, ASOBEXians are very safe. Doing business with the school administration. I also want to assure you to take this message back. ASOBEXS today in BHS is something else. From the statistics we got from the administration of the school, about 70% of the younger children who came to Form 1 this year are children of ASOBEXians. A good number of ASOBEXians are members of the PTA Executive Committee. The president of the PTA of Baptist High School is an ASOBEXian. The dormitory project is going on seriously. And I want to tell us that the dormitory project was initiated by ASOBEXians. And that initiation came from the diaspora. The diaspora introduced this project. But somewhere along the line, we knew the diaspora was still mobilizing. But those back home thought that it was necessary to give a kicker of the project. So we have gone as far as starting with the foundation of that project. I would also like to elaborate a bit about the project. The project has 3 main blocks. 2 of those blocks, because of the interest the Cameroon Baptist Convention has in ASOBEXS activities, and we saw the need for that project. The Cameroon Baptist Convention took over 2/3 of that project. So 2 of the main blocks of that project is being undertaken by the Cameroon Baptist Convention through the school. So ASOBEXS has just 1 block, and we have started. The project is on. And this is a major issue. We are giving back to you. If you are moving back to the US, even though we don't know what you have in store for us, we will tell the US branch the project that was initiated by the diaspora, ASOBEXS back at home, they are on. And we are waiting. And I will be snappy. It will not be a very long meeting as we discuss. I want to say thank you once more. You are welcome. Feel free at home, even freer at the BHS campus. Once more, you are welcome to the supporters. Thank you.
I just want you guys to understand a little bit about what ASOBEXS-USA is made of, because we all live in different states. So we all kind of get together at a convention once a year, and that's when we go over all these major projects. But from the local state level, we form chapters. And I'm from the ASOBEXS of the Rockies, which is Colorado and Utah and Virginia, a bunch of different states on one side. But what I'm just trying to let you guys understand is that there's a big group of people who really wish well for this school, because it was a big thing in their lives. ASOBEXS was a very big presence in our lives. So we are out to make things happen, to help our school stay, the legacy stay. And we do it as a collective. We all have different perspectives, but the reason we come here is to get your perspective. What do you guys think is a priority versus what we think we want to fix? And then as a group, we collaborate and try to find ways that we can help the bigger ASOBEXS family grow, because who knows, my kids might come here someday. So I just want you guys to get that little perspective.
Great observations. Great observations. The principal, Mr. President, Vice Principal, the ESCO members, the senior prefects. Can I call you guys seniors too? No. Student government. Okay. I'm very happy. It's with great pleasure that I stand here today to represent ASOBEXS North America. I also want to thank my dad for making this possible. He's been with me everywhere, and he's also tried to be a part of it. He encouraged me right from the beginning when it started about two years ago, and I told him what our ideas were. Back then, it was still an idea. So he gave me that boost and that morale, and here we are today. To you guys, coming to you guys and having this big chapter of this big event that we hope will continue and will be a success. Before I begin, I want to enlighten everyone about the history of ASOBEXS America. We started about 2 years ago, that was 2014 in Atlanta, in the state of Atlanta, Georgia, with about 20 members. And it was just, it started as a class thing. It started with my class. I don't know, we came here and invented some clubs, the class clubs. So that was my class. We used to have class because every year you have other classes who come and gather and you want to meet old friends and all of that and talk about class stories. So in 2014, one person, we just decided, okay, let's invite another person from another class. And we invited Shemilov Akaya. I don't know if anybody knows him. Yeah. We invited Shemilov Akaya, and this association is what it is today due to people like Shemilov Akaya. He said, why don't you make it, call everyone to come in as ASOBEXS. Don't call it a class meeting. Just say there's an ASOBEXS event going on, and you might pull 2 or 3 people. If you say it's a class thing, and I invite Manjaba to come for my class meeting, she wouldn't want to come. If I say it's something that is still going, it's a movement, it's picking up enthusiasm, and I know we'll do great and we'll rack up members as time goes on and as more people get the word. The goal of ASOBEXS-USA is to reunite each members associations found in the USA and Canada, hopefully, as time goes on. I'm glad you guys are in lower SID. When you get to upper SID past the GCE and maybe some of you form Bush, hopefully you come to America, you would see that other schools have a strong ex-students association. You would feel lost and you would feel jealous when you go to maybe a SECA or a SASE and you're contributing for any of the projects, or maybe your friends or your spouses or your relatives are contributing and you have nothing to talk about. You would feel lost when you go to social events and people are talking about great schools in Cameroon, and ASOBEXS is not mentioned. And we are the greatest, we are one of the, amongst the best 3 schools in the Southwest province. We should be amongst them. Yes. So it's sad that up until now, we didn't have any way to see and reunite and see how we can help out our school. We spend most of our time helping other schools. So that was one of our goals. Another goal too was to build a fraternity amongst each other. Some of you here might hate yourselves, but trust me, when you get over there, you will love yourselves. Because life over there is very different. It's nothing here. It's not all gold and rosy. You would need each other. You would need the help of each other in order to move to the next step. If you see even politically or even right up to the presidency and Congress, you have people who help out each other based on their alma mater. A lot of them are from Harvard University, from Princeton, and they help out each other. They build that fraternity once they get out of school and help out each other. And that's the same thing that goes on amongst EXCO members of other schools that are in the USA. If someone is, say, I don't know, from SECA, and they see a secretary, they want to help a secretary first before an association. So this is an opportunity for us to help out each other and help each other grow and improve our well-being. And finally, our goal, and one of our long-term goals, is to come back and give back to the school. This is where we came from. I remember in Form 1, first time when I went back home, I told my dad did I know that I would spend 5 years there and then leave and went to high school at some other place and then travel. But my heart is still here. For some reason, I don't know, my heart is still here. And you have so much. You don't know the feeling until you leave. And I really pray that when you go out, you meet us, you know, because you would find it very useful. You would find that all the life and the stories and the upbringing, the morals that you keep up. Some of the relationships you create here will be forever. My best friend is from BHS. My closest friends are from BHS. So don't think it's, I mean, it might look like it might sound like a theory to you, but as time goes on, it will become reality. So our goal is to give back. We want you guys to have a better
condition
than what I had. When I was in BHS, I used the big toilet. I used Alabams. I don't know if you still have Alabams. But I don't want you guys to use Alabams. I want you guys to use a water system. I want you guys to be updated. When I was here, there were no computers. I want you people to be versed with computers, because when you go out of school, technology is a new thing now. It's a way forward. You cannot move if you're not versed with technology. So just because I live that life, I don't want you to live that life. I want you to have better. And hopefully when you go out, you would also want those who come after you, maybe say, I don't know, 20, 35 or 40, to have a better life too. So some of the difficulties we face is bringing each other together. We have an older generation, we have a newer generation. The newer generation is versed with technology. The older generation is not versed with technology. It's hard, it's really hard to communicate. You know, if I send out an email, someone who was, I don't know, 50, who was in BTTC might not use an email, but would want you to go to their. As time goes on, we can be able to fix that. So we're hoping with God and everything, you know, and the enthusiasm and the effort and the hard work that we put inside, we can come up with better ideas and we can communicate better with the school. At first, we did not have, there was no school between the link, there was no link between ASOBEXS or Asobexsusa in the USA and Asobexsusa at home and the school. So the greatest of my agenda now today is to create that link, is to create that bond. So if we have praises that we want to give, we can easily send that. If we have difficulties, you can know. If there's things that we do not find acceptable, we've created local chapters. We have about 5 chapters. We have the ASOBEXS Texas in Houston and in Dallas. We have the Great Rockies, the Rocky Land from Colorado. We have the Great Washington area, and we also have Atlanta. And we are ready to help. We are ready to help, but our greatest setback is we don't know, or we don't have that medium or that forum to see that if we put our money, sometimes they say you put your money where your mouth is open. You know, if we put our money into something, if that thing is going to work. So with us, there's a problem of trust. We want to have a trust relationship. We want to believe that we can delegate a mission or a project, and that is going to be done. You know, because we as ASOBEXS-USA, we pride ourselves in transparency. We're very transparent. And we're hoping that the school and ASOBEXS Cameroon too will be transparent with us. You know, we pride ourselves in leadership, integrity, and altruism. So as time goes on, we are hoping that all these complaints and setbacks that we have will be solved. I know it's not going to be solved in one day, but at least we should always start from somewhere. So again, thank you for having me here, and hopefully, I hope by the end of this meeting, I must have achieved my agenda. All right, okay, so thank you very much.
Well, we thank our guests very much. This time we'll have some reactions, questions, observations.
I speak as an ex-student and a former national president who has been part of the long road of trying to get ASOBEXS to be on board, as the national president said. I would say this is the first of its kind to have observations here from abroad in the capacity of ASOBEXS. We have had many come here as a class, as individuals, but not as perhaps a continental convention, as using your own words. And permit me to quickly refer to the Constitution of ASOBEXS or mention, but regardless of what the Constitution may say, I don't think we have any rigidity about a continental convention in Europe or the US, because like Raleigh said, distance becomes a problem. So you are our two ladies, Stacy and Crystal, yes, yeah. Very welcome. You are in fact here in double capacity, or triple capacity as individuals, as ex-students, and as representatives of the convention. And it has been very interesting for me listening to you. And I feel very motivated and very encouraged. We've worked hard over the years to try to create this link with those in the diaspora. Perhaps we don't want to delve into what the president tried to say about the diaspora and so on, initiating the project. Finally, that is true. Which we, at home, have decided to also be at the forefront to get it moving. Permit me talk a bit about that project before I come back to some of the things you said. You see, you look around where you see a transformed town or city. And I think that is the sort of new vision which is coming up in, not only in Buea, but most of Cameroon. That somehow Cameroon is having some kind of social transformation where people want to live better. People want to live in good homes, drive good cars, eat well, dress well, and be happy and be healthy. And I think that is what obtains more or less everywhere in the world. And so it is the vision of ASOBEXS is not far from that. And I think the conception was that we need to have a modern school. But we can't get up one morning and have everything modern or up to date, as you may say. And we as ex-students, while working with the school authorities, thought that we could start from one angle while the school is coming from another angle, and we mesh, synergize. And we thought that, if you look at those dormitories, I don't think anybody wants to talk about those dormitories. And so we saw the need to upgrade to make a dormitory that is homely, comfortable, like you talked about water system. Why should you open the door at night and go out? When normally everybody stays indoors till morning. And so one kind of an all-in-one facility. And we think that that is the kind of place we want our own children to come back to. You know, some homely environment. Really appreciate the effort and can only say that we started well. In 2 years we've achieved so much. And I see a lot of people joining the train because it always takes a few, one or two to start. And exceptionally, I want to congratulate the two of you ladies. There is they just celebrated Women's Day in Cameroon. And during the Women's Week, men keep quiet. Because you hear all the women singing one song. What a man can do, a woman can do it even better. Men just keep quiet. Don't talk. Because you are going to get a lot of trouble trying to talk. And I think your presence here confirms it. I can understand the intergenerational issue because you are somewhere in between, but that should not put you off. I was national president at my time, but I didn't give up. I struggled to manage it as a young man down there, you know, and I can tell you situations where I had to be very defensive. And I discovered that it worked because I stood on principle. And so my encouragement is to all of you and to say that you are not just girls, you are not just ladies, you are leaders. And it proves the point that perhaps where the men are a bit slow or weak or not able, the women can make very good leaders. I count on the ladies in the US to make a difference. And I know that as ladies are involved in this thing, it's going to work. And so, do not be put off. Please have no fear whatsoever about, I understand where you are coming from. There are so many bad experiences about people trying to do things from out there. At an individual level, at a family level, at your community level, maybe your village development project and so on. We know all those stories. But I can only give you one reference, if and only if you were in the last convention in Bamenda. If and only if you were in the last convention in Bamenda, on the 7th of November, I think, then you would have seen how mature associations in Cameroon are. You would have seen how focused they are, how much integrity they have, how much confrontational honesty can be exhibited, because we did not give room for people who were not ready to speak straight to talk, or rather we didn't tolerate them telling us what we didn't want, what we know was not the right thing. So that convention marks it up that you can count on ASOBEXS. I don't need to call positions. Is it justices? Is it magistrates? Is it PhDs? Is it business people? Is it lawyers? Is it whoever? We have all of them. Responsible people. And right here at home, we have the same problems. I can tell you that. And we're not ready to see one's franc CFA shift. So rest assured, not a single dollar is going to shift. Will not be shifted by anybody. And lastly, before I sit down, I really want to thank your father. This is an exceptional man. I think you should clap for him. Not many fathers have this kind of patience. So, Crystal, take note. Your father is still watching over you.
We can have another reaction from
So, previous speakers, particularly to the voice of Dr. Ngemaya, to say that ASOBEXS has come a long way, having been formed or created in 1982. You will all agree with me that a child was born in 1982, in 2006 must be a grown-up. And so, having been born in 1982, we are grown-ups in ASOBEXS. This issue of trust is what I would like to address. As national section, ASOBEXS, 12 years, it kept coming up over and over, particularly from the diaspora, I must say. Because, like Dr. put it, we have had individual experiences where money, is not managed the way we expected. And because we have been conscious of this over time, we have also tried in what we can to put in place the structures to guarantee transparency. If I were to talk of the fence project, which was done when probably some of you were still students, we managed the project from beginning to end, and nobody came up to say, I put in my money and the money was siphoned. And here we are with the dormitory project. Several years later, if we did not mismanage it then, we will not mismanage it now. We have a bank account for the project. The project is managed by an independent body and it is overseen by the expo. And at every level, there are those structures to ensure for this kind of transparency. I want to say that we can always understand the skepticism. Usually it is because those out there do not follow the events backward. As you go back, please make an effort to follow up what we do here. For instance, the last convention was on Skype. Live. Good. And for those who followed up deliberations, you will agree that there was all this transparency. Those who thought at some point were not too straight in their dealings were told to their faces. We acknowledge at some point that we also made our own errors in thinking that something went wrong when actually nothing went wrong. All of that we do in ASOBEXS. So I would like to assure you that ASOBEXS is on the footing and tell everyone out there, the older generation, we have our friends and classmates for them. But you must know one thing, there are some people who will want to discourage you. I must say that. When we started the defense project, some people said, look, we'll wait until we get to the computer project. When the computer project is still not money. And such persons will always be there. And if you let them get to them, I can assure you, that you will find yourself in power instead of moving forward. Please, some of us are not over time. I think that the benefits are also there. Never in my own told my stories. At first I was very reserved. I was that kind of person who kept to myself. But when I got very interested in ASOBEXS activities, I found myself coming out. And before long, I could talk just anywhere. I could meet just anybody. And so there is even personal development when we come out and associate with these stories. Please, as we go back, continue to encourage us and tell them that we are here and we are going to do. Thank you.
So now, turn to the defense. This time we will not react, but we will pose some questions to our guests.
Can we have the senior defense?
things you have done to us in our institution to better our lives in this present time. We know back then, for when you were here, most of you never had many facilities as we have now. That's why you guys are trying to ensure that we have developed infrastructure so that we can facilitate our well-being and our studies. We thank the ASOBEXS very much because most of these new infrastructures are helping to facilitate our studies. And we will continue to pray that may God give the ASOBEXS the grace and also help the ASOBEXS and everything they do, may they be able to prosper. Thank you.
Please listen to the girls' senior record.
Firstly, we understand their suggestions. We're thinking that there are others back at home which need your help. We appreciate the fact that you think about us and we say thank you. Believing that civilization has come to a certain level where things must change. The difficult situation which you left Baptist High School in, you have come to realize that if you help us in certain activities, like we said, trying to modernize the toilets, which brings you up a great deal. Even the ASOBEXS project which is going on, we say thank you because we believe that when those things are put in place, it's going to facilitate studies because the better the environment, the more easier it becomes to study. We pray that the good Lord bless you and give more grace to your effort, that do not relent your effort, but rather keep to it. And whatsoever thing you do, trust in the Lord because He is your strength. We say thank you.
Questions. Maybe you act like Oliver Twist, you know. Two questions only.
If any.
Is there something you want to ask us in your Twitter? Just anything. You are leaders, huh? You are the one who have the battle you are. You want to ask them? Maybe inspiration, whatever. Anything you want to ask them, please feel free. Feel free. Can I put my eyes? Okay, yes. You have a good time. You want me to help you? Who's the social project?
How will you have entered the ASOBEXS? Yes, after we finish opposite, how will you have entered the ASOBEXS?
Great aspirations. Every student who is admitted to Baptist High School and spends just a week or a night, insofar as your name is in the register, and you leave, you are a potential ASOBEXS. I say potential. By the time you join ASOBEXS, you are an ASOBEXS. When you do not join, you are a potential ASOBEXS and an ex-student. ASOBEXS is found in all the branches, all the towns you have in Cameroon. You go to Limbe, there's ASOBEXS Limbe, there's ASOBEXS Buea, Umba, Douala, Yaoundé, Bamenda. Anywhere you find yourself, try to find out where asobexans, you have prominent asobexans in every town. Try to go closer. You will discover where asobexs meets. And immediately you go in, you are in an asobexs meeting and you are an asobexan.
Register.
You register. Is there any worry? Whether you go to the diaspora, university branches, there you come. You have been seeing the university coming here. Last time we had a match. Most of the players who played for the ex-students, you saw university students. Those are asobexans who are in the university. The university has a branch and they have their president. They have an executive. Last time we came to the auditorium here, we did some election for the university branch because they had some problems at the university. We brought them here because we thought the support here was going to give them more play.
Just go to Facebook. Type ASOBEXS North America. You would find us. You would get information. You can ask any question. You can ask for who is the president or how do I get to know anybody. We're everywhere. We have a Twitter account. We have a YouTube channel. We have a website. If you go to www.asobexs-northamerica.com, you would find us there. You would see the different chapters. You would know how to contact us. So far, our membership is kind of different. So, first of all, what we want to do is, first of all, have you interested in by logging into one of our social media accounts. So you can get connected. Once you're connected, then you can start finding out about membership and all of that, which usually comes up at a convention. So yeah, immediately if you step into the USA, all you need is just go online. You don't need to talk to anybody. Just go online and type ASOBEXS-USA. You type it on the website, or you're going to Twitter, if you're a Twitter person, or you're Facebook, and all of that. And hopefully we can, with time, we would go onto other social media websites like Instagram, where we can get others to join us. So yeah, go online. You're a younger generation now, so you don't have to wait for somebody to call you or look for a phone number. If you go online, you will get every information you need.
I know we are cut off by time. Let me say something before you leave for your lunch. Dr. Lemaya made mention of something which is very serious in ASOBEXS. We have a gender issue in ASOBEXS. A very serious gender issue. But today we are having a concern. Our guests from the states, you have put in a lot of joy in our lives. If we can imagine that the leadership from the states, we are having the females, it is wonderful. It is wonderful. Even in the ex-students we invited today, there were ladies among. We are not seeing them. Gender is a problem. I see you, see how you are seated. Tomorrow when we leave, we will see these guys, we will not see you. What is the problem? What is the problem? You are so close, you are classmates, and so on. When you leave this school, we will see the guys, we will not see the girls. This is serious problem. And madam, I don't know by error or by design, she keeps on calling us the boys. The ex-students and the boys. It is because of what she has been seeing. Please, the girls, please make an effort to be serious. You have seen your elder sisters, what they are doing. From the diaspora, there is no discrimination in ASOBEXS. We are all one. Thank you.
you allow us to go out, and then you go to the refectory while we go visiting the project site.
Mr. Hannah, I'm very sorry to interrupt you. I guess I came around with certain issues. You heard about the ASOBEXS anthem.
Yeah.
You are supposed to master it while there. That is the ASOBEXS anthem. The school, this is coffee. Yes. The ASOBEXS Constitution, because whether you are in the diaspora, whether in England or where, this is what controls you. You only have your own sub-bylaws coming from here. ASOBEXS-USA or England is not independent. They are part of this. This is the Constitution. Then part of what happened in Bamenda, I just want to give you to understand what is happening here.
Thank you very much. I would like to say Stacey and I will be the last to go out, so we can have a picture with the prefects, and then it will be very quick.
Just
have to maintain peace and order.
When they see the environment of the school, they'll be intrigued, they'll be interested to come and know what the educational environment is all about. So,
And will you think students will participate in the editing, like writing the stories in the magazine?
definitely, and also help to increase personal talent.
Okay.
Perfect.
We take advantage of the student
Sure.
library.
Yeah,
Okay.
Take a look there.
Competition, something like a boost of students, mobilize children academically.
you did.
Almighty Siberia.
somebody can contribute from there. You know, by Skype.
Right, you can buy the Jeep too.
Yeah, you can call. So,
yeah, where we had the convention.
ask the person to contribute. Yes. So I think that you have young men who can do it. Well, young men, you have young asobexsuals who can do this. Yes, a little. So I was saying that maybe if you can send a delegate or two to the convention in early November, that would be good. While we have the Skype backup.
Monsieur Amava.
Okay, and what if
Maybe you come close enough so that you can take a concrete or something.
I'll start with the major side of it. Let's see what.
It starts from there. Look at far.
Oh,
So
that's the.
No, I mean,
Just that block.
Come, you.
Oh.
Come here, take.
This stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
it starts, it's a very big project.
Oh, this is the,
This is
oh,
the
this is
ASOBEXS
what
section.
ASOBEXS
Okay.
Cameroon.
Houses has 4 dormitories.
Okay.
I mean 8 dormitories.
Okay.
4 down, 4 up.
Oh,
4 down,
okay.
4 up.
So that they are smaller and more homely.
Yeah.
4 down,
Not
4 up.
open and wide.
Yeah.
So when you take, like, that one has 8 dormitories. So the project is envisaged such that 8 times 3, we are going to have 24 dormitories.
24 dormitories.
Yes, that is how the whole project is.
One dormitory would
It will
have
take
how
about
many
1,000,
children?
How many beds?
Each dormitory has about 12 beds, but there are some that have more than that.
Okay.
And 12 is times 2, which makes 24.
Okay.
So the whole...
But their bathroom is still going to be down there?
No, come in.
internal.
Everything
Let's-
is
let's-
here.
Internal.
Let's visit that one, just so that you can understand this one. Yeah. Sometimes this is the entrance. Yes. Down this way is just free. Students moving. But up it's carrying a room up.
Oh, okay.
Upstairs. So they come in, it's
So
free.
this is a lobby.
Yes.
Open space.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
this one and this and this. Actually, the original
Call
conception
it
was that.
circulation. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
The original conception was that it should just flow from that end to the other end. But the topography made in such a way that they had to split
Step
the
it.
building
Okay.
and step this one up. So the one we are going to do now is to provide a staircase here, where the students from down there can just come, climb, and they can visit up there and go. So this is like a balcony up here, you know, free, where students can hang and gist before they climb. We can go in so that you can understand how your home will be. Because, so this is still open, as you can see. But here, this is where the staircase will be. The staircase taking the students this way, and the
going up.
staircase like this.
Yeah.
It's like this. Some going to this way, some
Some
going
going
this
this
way.
way.
So
Yeah.
this is the
The
staircase.
staircase.
zone.
Right. All right. Left.
So,
Oh, where they put their trunks.
Store their trunks there.
Yeah.
close it there.
So it's not going to be in the dormitory?
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Their
that
trunks
their
will
bed
be here.
area is free.
It's free. Their trunks will
Not
be here.
crowded.
In fact, it's envisaged that in the long run, wherever the principal will be, we will write it in the project, and some of us things are, that there will be semi-lockers by the base in futures, where you can keep your trunk in, and there is a small locker where you can put your
Yourself,
things when you, So
Permanent locker.
Yes.
So
No,
you don't
yeah,
carry
You don't
a
take it back and forth. That's
So
it.
this is one dormitory like this continuing there, but you know, we decided that the plan, toilets. and
Okay.
stuff. So,
Toilet, that's with shower.
With shower?
Everything inside. You don't go out.
Okay. Careful, though.
Aisha,
Take care.
come in. Aisha. So here, each you have wash hand basins, you can put some fluid drying for inner waste, a little bit of drying here, just for inner waste, because the rest of the drying should be outside. So in here now, this is the intention is to line of showers here.
Oh.
And then they're going to split this way, and this toilet now will be this way.
Oh, so here is just the
Drying
wash
area
and
and dressing area, changing area.
Yes, whatever.
Then here, bath and toilet.
Bath and toilets are there. And so they will lie on that. We are going to put a wall here.
Partition. Yeah.
Partition is this way, you have already seen. But it has to end like this because of circulation, air circulation.
Yeah.
So the toilets are that way. Yes. For this particular dormitory alone.
Oh, so but the other ones have the same design.
Yes, everybody has the same
design.
Yes. So that's how it is.
Modernity. Encouraging.
So you people can come. You know, this dormitory in my head like a bed. Like a book. So that way it continues in the same way.
Bathroom and
Same in the back.
locker room, bathroom and toilet.
So you can see here, this is a box room, this way. For this dormitory. So in the same manner,
Toilets.
You have the toilet and the shower.
You see that we are not sleeping here.
No, it's a good idea. When I thought about dormitory, I thought it was just building another dormitory like that. So, I was like, why are we building another dormitory?
Yes. Vamos.
Yeah. On paper.
C'est sûr.
the two dormitories this way, they are half introduced. On the other upper side, it is the same thing.
The same.
Yes.
The same.
The upper side,
Everything is the same.
Not
The three blocks.
The next floor is the same.
I mean that up that way. Up that way.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there are also two dormitories there like this one. The same structure, the same everything. Then upstairs,
Same thing.
this idea is multiplied up.
Yeah.
So up, each one is having the same thing.
Yeah.
So these children up in that dormitory will have this box room upstairs, have the same
toilet
upstairs.
and
Yes, that's how everything is.
Yeah.
So now when you look at the whole structure, it is now multiplied by 3, such that this one will be the same like this one. That one is the same like this one. So that any student in anybody is held living under the same conditions. So that's the perception. The conception.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm really happy that, we're actually seeing this and practically and we can go back and give a report. Another thing too is convince the other people who haven't seen it to buy this idea.
So I think you have taken the pictures very well.
Yeah, we've taken the pictures. Hopefully, I will lobby. Don't worry, I will go and lobby.
So as you can see, the project is huge.
Yeah,
it's really huge.
Yeah,
it's like we have to start.
Yeah,
we call it a faith project because you need courage.
Yeah.
Right now, we at the level of the school, we have put close to 20 million here.
Yeah.
Because under this foundation. In fact, managing it as, with every little thing that is...
that's management.
And that is even cheap because the school uses internal resources, human resources.
Not really. Anyway, they're transferring...
Comparatively, yes.
Otherwise,
but if it was done as a standard business.
Yeah, they are like supervision. We don't get
No, you are
paid.
even
The other
saying
things.
cheap because we have a contractor who understands.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
yeah.
who
Any other
understand.
contractor?
Wouldn't have done it that way.
Came
So
only one. Okay, thanks for coming.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for coming.
You can cover the ladies.
Okay. You know what? Leave this one here. I'm gonna bring more.
So
For the ladies.
so you can see. And
So for now, let's say if I want to contribute as an individual, you know, how do I go about that?
well, it depends on the way you want to do. Okay, not as ASOBEXS.
No, not as ASOBEXS, but as Crystal.
No,
as
you
Crystal
get to the
Publicity.
school. Yes, we get to the school. It depends on what you want to do. We have
Okay.
introduced a project. Do you want to
I don't
do
know.
a SAN?
I don't know if I should give it to you.
No. Madam.
Asobexs account.
ASOBEXS account.
ASOBEXS as
Yeah,
an account.
Because she
Contributing
said as an individual.
Individual who is an
ASOBEXS
ASOBEXS.
try to support this project.
No, we discuss. There's no problem. Hey, we can't fight.
There is the Asobexs account.
No, we can't fight.
That's the only document I forgot to give. I have it.
No, there's no problem.
Yes.
So right now, I want to pledge, since it's like there's two things going on.
Yeah.
So I'll pledge 50,000 francs to the school part, another 50,000 francs to the ASOBEXS part.
That's great.
So,
we are
so for the
together.
school part, I have to give you the money physically.
Yes, you could give us the money physically.
And then you have an ASOBEXS account with what bank?
It's just like you are on the way.
Eco
We
Bank.
would have liked to
There's
buy
Eco
some
Bank in
material.
Yes.
Is there Eco Bank in Limbe?
Yes, there's Eco Bank in Limbe.
So we can go and deposit the money.
Okay, Limbe. Okay.
On Limbe, yeah. So if I can get like the account information, go
Yes,
deposit
you
the
get
money, and then I will send you a text message.
You even need it for your diaspora stuff. I have it.
Oh, okay.
When I was handing over documents, I forgot.
But you have it
So
here.
that way,
I have
for
it.
the school, if we have it,
I have it.
three of us are here, we can.
Yeah, no, yeah, I will do it. I will do it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Here we are.
Thank you.
And like I said, please, if I can say a little bit on part of ASOBEXS, please trust them. Trust them. You know, there is this tendency where, especially with Cameroonian, every other person is a thief, except for the persons.
It's because of our past experiences, ma. When you give money to somebody and they don't do what, you start having.
So
you know,
this time around, just give these young men a chance to help the school through. I mean, convince your sisters and brothers that they are in for business.
Because we plan on doing fundraising this year and next year.
Yes.
So if we can help them.
Much because the resources, what they have put together, they have actually run out of the resources. And if they had a little bit, I'm sure they would have gone faster than where they are. Yes. This time around, tell them that they I've been working with them for some time. I think that
I will tell them, especially now that I have somebody who's backing me up, and the person who is saying it.
Always find out from us. I can be your reference as far as they are concerned. Yes, I'll always stay with the trust.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
This is the project manager. He's not talking much.
No, it's waiting for the money.
We don't play trumpet.
All right. So, I don't know, social media. Yeah, they go, you talk to your friend, or you go at parties or call each other, and that's how they try to get the word out.
So we're very interested in the growth of the US setup. I don't know whether I should use the word convention, perhaps I should use it.
Okay.
We're very interested. What are the prospects of growth there?
We have high prospects because we have a lot of ASOBEXians that are in a position of power, and also can also give us the financial help to foster our ideas and our projects. So, gathering all these individuals by social media, I mean, it's tough. Communication is really tough.
Okay.
So when we gather all these people, then we start looking like I'm a pharmacist. I'm a doctor of pharmacy. Wow. If we meet, I can talk to my company, and they can help whatever token they have. If somebody is a medical doctor, they can help too.
So after all what you've heard and seen, especially with the major project we have at hand, what are your impressions?
My impression is, first of all, I'm happy that there's an actual project, because there's a lot of talk about mismanagement and grandiose projects that do not get completed. So we were coming here not only to talk about what is happening, but to see it happening, so that we can go back and actually have concrete examples of how we can foster something that's already started. Because we've talked about it many times. We talk about what have they done, and is the dormitory a priority? But now that we see what the concept of the dormitory is, I think Crystal can agree with me that it's a great idea to change the living situation. Because what's our goal? Our goal is to change the living situations of future aspects.
Maybe, Mr. Former SG, maybe you should once again reassure them about no fears over management.
Well,
resources.
I did so in the past. I want to assure you that there is no reason to fear. There is no reason to doubt. We have men and women who are capable of managing resources, both human and material. And I must say that whatever dime is contributed to these projects will be accounted for.
Perfect.
Mr. National President, your last word and concluding statement as the chief hosts.
Yes. I must say I'm very, very elated. Elated. I still come back to the gender issue. The gender issue in ASOBEXS, which is a problem, and we see ladies are taking the leading position from the diaspora. I'm just so overwhelmed. And just to tell you that, please go ahead. You have just been informed about the question integrity, management crisis, and so on. I just want to assure you. A while ago, you talked about contributing some money. You never saw me saying, give me the money. No. I didn't ask for the money. I am the president. I have the bank account. I'll give you. You drop it there. The money is managed from the bank. Because in the bank, we have exactly how the movements and so on, who did this and who did that. Not in individual hands. Be rest assured, everything is going to be in. Even that bank account with EcoBank, even while there, EcoBank is international. If you want to drop anything, even at the level of ASOBEXS-USA, that account, it is very possible. That's why I did everything. When we were in the hall, I actually prepared the document to hand over. But it's just that since we were a bit hasty, I forgot.
Do that now.
Yes, I forgot.
Please. Bring the envelope. Let it be on camera.
Come here, come and take it. The battery? No, but I think
where's the
charger.
No, the
Why?
camera
No, use.
Where's the camera back? The spare charger is in there.
Okay.
The spare battery.
Okay, no problem.
Photocopy.
Well, just hold on, sir.
Offer to send money to somebody
Express
to
Western Union.
drop it. That is the account.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
So, Mr. President, maybe a farewell handshake. Last word and farewell handshake.
Oui, monsieur le journaliste. Stacy, please.
For the cameras, please.
Tracy, what's happening?
No, it's a wonderful day for ASOBEXS.
Okay, I'm having. Okay.
So wonderful.
I was just
so
fine.
wonderful. So wonderful. Very wonderful.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
Good luck.
You people are going home?
It's done for the day?
Are we?
Yes, it's done. Formally done.
formally done.
Informally.
Okay,
Informally, anything can happen.
Okay, good.
Anything can happen. Informally.
Hey, mommy.
Krista and the father.
I know, right?
I'm very
Wouldn't you
jealous.
be? It's worth being jealous, yeah.
I'm supposed to have a number of pens. I don't know what's happening with my pens. She needs to write on the visitors book.
You need an ASOBEXS pen?
Oh, you have ASOBEXS pen?
How long have you been in Cameroon?
I came in on the 29th.
Okay.
And I'm leaving on Friday.
Wow.
29th of March.
Mm-hmm.
Just a week.
About that, yeah. I was supposed to go through Belgium, so then the airport was shut down. It delayed me by 5 days.
Thank God that it just simply delayed
Yes,
you.
it did.
So
That's why I
better.
went through France. I didn't use that ticket anymore.
It's better. Let it be like that.
Yes.
So that we can have you.
Amen.
Alive. Yeah, back in Belgium. My son passed through 3 days after it happened.
I know so many people kept saying that they passed the day before or 3 days before.
I was
and
coming from UK and just after 3 days back. Servicing of that bus is not decent. It's taking over 100,000. Since I'm here, it's better. It's really better than.
Yeah, no, it's better so that you are going that way you are